What is up, guys? Welcome back to
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Ryan Myers Expeditions. We are here with fan favorite Justin Lee. Yeah.
What are we doing today?
We're gonna go brand cows actually this weekend.
You're actually branding cows?
Yeah. The nice thing is the cowboys over here, a lot of them don't spearfish, so you can go and catch some fish. And they enjoy the fish, so we're gonna try and get some coles and stuff like that to fry with the cow balls.
Sweet.
And
fry with the cow balls.
fry with the cowboys. Rocky Mountain oysters.
With the balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Catch and cook cow balls, maybe coming up. We'll see.
It's gonna be a surf and turf.
Sure.
But we're gonna go out here. We're gonna try and get some coles and stuff like that. I'm headed to Pennsylvania in a couple days with my dad and my brother to go look for some whitetail. We're gonna try and bring some Hawaii to the mainland. Trying to get some moose and some steamed fish. Some of the better.
Steamed fish, some goats, some moose, and some coles.
Yeah. Got a couple hours before the Broncos game, so we're gonna try and do that.
Is that why you had to leave early?
Yes.
Is that why I left my house at 4 a.m.? He's like, I got something important to do. I can only dive for a couple hours.
If the Broncos do win, and I feel really happy about myself and I feel really good, then maybe we'll go see if Yoga Pants will make another appearance and go look for big.
Yes, that's what I want to do. I've been dreaming of that from like when I first came here. It was Kayak Devin. Remember, is Kayak Devin still around?
Yes.
Kayak Devin. I used to watch him on Instagram, and he would freaking go diving all morning and then go hunting all afternoon. And I was like, that was the coolest shit ever. We're gonna jump in the water now, and we'll see you guys in the water.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button before we get started because I promise this one is gonna be absolutely action-packed. Just a typical day here in Hawaii at the Lee household, enjoying the fishing in the morning and the hunting in the afternoon. And guys, it's awesome. Stick with us. So when I hit the water, I really had no plans to three-prong. You know, I brought my big gun and I was looking for big fish like usual. But as soon as I loaded my first band, it popped. And having a roller band, you only have one. So there's really no other option. I swam back to shore, I threw it up on land, and I grabbed my three-prong and I took that thing out and I started doing some work on these coles. For whatever reason, I was really not feeling well today. You know, most of my dives were real short. I was only getting mostly one cole on a dive. It was just struggling. The surf was a little bit up, the current was moving a little bit. I was not feeling great, and I even went over to Justin and I was like, yo, what's up? And he said the same exact thing. He's like, I'm not feeling that good either. So, and when that happens, you've gotta calibrate accordingly. You know, I'm not out there doing my same 2.5 minute dives if I don't feel well. And that's something for all of you guys that not every day has to be perfect, and you gotta calibrate according to how you feel. But Justin picked up this moo, and then he came over to me and he's like, I gotta go get a bunch of cole. He said, let me take your three-prong, you take my gun, go out, see what you can find. When you're not feeling great, a lot of times you need to slow down, even more so than you were before. So that means more time on the surface, go a little bit shallower, whatever you've got to do to kind of relax a little bit more. Unfortunately, this dive here, I get to the bottom and I see an uku up high, and I did not have the capabilities today to get that fish. You know, maybe another time when I was diving perfect, I would have had a better chance. But today, did some grunting, did some dusting. I just wasn't willing to push it enough. There he is right there, he's up top. Wasn't willing to push it enough to make that fish happen. And again, you guys have got to calibrate according to how you're feeling that day and how the conditions are. If you're always out there doing 1.5 minute dives and then you go out and it's really rough and you're not feeling well, you're hungover from the night before, don't go out there and expect to do 1.5 minute dives again. Adjust according to the day and how you feel. Another really cool concept that I like to remind myself of all the time is you are one dive away from the best spearfishing day of your life. You could go out here, I've been in the water now 2-3 hours, I haven't had a lot going on, and nothing special. It's just another regular day. We've got enough food for dinner, but nothing exceptional. One dive changes everything, and this is that dive right there. Get down to the bottom. I could see the knife jaws coming in while I was falling, but I don't go over to them, and that's so important. Just do your normal dive, and they'll come to you and present that perfect shot. Justin's gun here, perfect stone shot on definitely my biggest knife jaw I ever got. It was right when I hit the bottom. I was feeling better, still had a little bit of time down there to play around. This is pretty sick and shows you kind of how relaxed these fish will be if you're relaxed around them. This other school just kind of comes right over, checks him out. I don't know if they knew what was going on or not. I don't know if he was coming to check out his buddy or he was just coming to see what I was and what was going on. But guys, when you're having those slower days or you're not feeling quite great, just remember, you're always one dive away from the best day of your life. So after that knife jaw, I was over it. I wasn't about to swim around with him. It was just a bigger fish to hold on to. And I got to the shoreline and Justin was like, what'd you shoot? And I was like, just this knife jaw. And he's like, do you want it? I was like, yeah, I want to eat it. And he's like, go back out there, get me an uhu for the farmer, for the rancher. And I was like, okay. So I gave him my knife jaw and I swam back out and I had his gun still. Everybody else was kind of out of the water. And most of the time we kind of figure we can go out there and just grab an uhu real quick. At the end of the day, if you need one, go get it. So that was the plan right here, except I landed right on top of a school of moo. And again, I cannot resist a moo. This was a delicious 3-4 pound eating sized fish. Decided to take him home to dinner with us. Immediately right after that, I'm like, well, I gotta get him an uhu. I don't know if he wanted an uhu specifically or if he just wanted any fish at all. So I was like, okay, one more dive real quick. And you saw that uhu cruising around from the surface. I could see him. He went under that rock right there. And this could have been a dive bomb dive. Like, I was diving down, and if the opportunity presented itself, I would have taken a shot from above. But what I'm also doing on this dive is I'm keeping the option open of going all the way to the bottom and doing my traditional espeto hunting. So if my dive bomb doesn't work out, I'll just go all the way to the bottom, I'll settle in, and I'll hunt properly. And that gives you more opportunities to shoot your fish. That's 2 different ways now that I can take an uhu on a single dive. And the more opportunities you have, the more chances you have, the more likely you are to be successful out here spearfishing. You can see those other moos around. I'm still real uncomfortable on the bottom. I moved that gun just a little bit, spooked that moo, which spooked everything. But if you settle back down to the bottom, a lot of times whatever it is will kind of relax again. You know, these fish are used to being scared all day long. They're jumpy. That's how they stay alive. So right here, that I can see that big blue uhu out there kind of feeding on the coral. So I decided to do this aguado technique, which is basically just me crawling over with the left hand until I can get close enough to get a shot. You can see I spooked him again, but luckily came back around. I was able to put a really low belly shot in him, which luckily held on this one and able to land another fish for the rancher.
I see that collie. Check that thing out. That is a monster. You were struggling out there.
I couldn't hold my breath.
I couldn't hold my breath for shit today either.
Like, I don't
it was
know,
the current.
The current.
It was the current.
And then so I had to kick all the way to the bottom. So it just made it a challenge. And I get to the bottom and be like,
No.
I hit a big one in the tail, ripped off.
Yeah.
I was like, shucks. And then I got the moo and the monocoli, and I was like, I'm done. I got my fish. Let's go get coolies.
No, it was rough. I felt the same way all day. And you like asked me like, you want the gun? And I was like, I don't want the gun, dude. I feel like shit. Super cool dive there at the end. Justin was like, go back out there, get a uhu for the gatekeeper, for the farmer here. So got one of those. Picked up a moo right there at the end, a nice dumb one. I don't know. I went down to look at some Moana collies, and that moo came right over. Couldn't resist. Super cool dive. Awesome. Anytime I get to dive on this side, it's just special. And then it got rough, which is went back to what it normally is out here. Do you have a nice nap?
Had a great nap.
So, I don't watch football, but I just watched football, and by watching football, I mean I took like a 3-hour nap. And then I called Sam, and Sam was dying laughing, thinking I watched football, and I was like, well, I napped. And she was like, that's what football is. It's a man nap. That's all you do. You just pretend like you're watching football. You drink a beer, and you go to sleep.
Totally happens.
We're gonna clean up some of these coli right here, hang out in the garage, fry them up. There's still potential for a sunset hunt. We'll see what happens. But for now, hungry, time for a beer. Pretty solid way to spend a Sunday here at the Lee household.
Owen Block, is that the game right now?
He just shoots wherever he wants, and then he calls it after. He's like, oh, it was like, oh, that was kind of low, but no, I was aiming for the Owen Block.
That's what I was going for.
Owen Block.
Elle, you shooting? Where's your bow?
There you go. Okay. Go back. There you go.
Yes! I just want you to admit.
Shooting very well at all.
I just want you to
today.
admit to the camera that I am a better archer than you are.
Archer, not hunter. Archer.
Definitely.
Just like he's a better free diver than me, but not spear.
What about all the? Do we compete in freediving or spearfishing?
Both, actually.
Do we?
Yes. You gotta ask April. But my moo was bigger today
Okay.
than his moo.
You gave me 30 seconds. You were like, go get a uhu. That was it. I came back with a moo and an uhu.
I mean, the cool thing is, he gets great footage of the fish because he's down there freaking forever.
We're ignoring my massive knife jaw though. Don't worry about that one. The fish of the day.
I think my Moana collie is the fish of the day.
Okay, maybe. Your Moana collie is pretty cool.
Your knife jaw, however huge, is about as smart as a blind bullet.
Mark that one up. That was no good.
Wow, all of those shots and not one hit the tangerine.
Sweet, let's go shoot this at a real animal.
So the first time he shows up, he's got freaking yoga pants on and a blue shirt. So he shows up with his yoga pants and blue shirt. And I give him a camouflage shirt today so he looks halfway like he knows what he's doing. But what does he do?
I don't need shoes.
What?
Why do I need shoes, bro? I got socks on. I'm quiet. Look at this. Do you hear anything? Walk. Walk. That's loud as shit. I'm a ninja.
You should wear Tobbies.
No, I'm a ninja. I love socks. If there's no Kiavi, socks, leggings, there's nothing brushing.
If there's no Kiavi, then I'm okay. The frick is Kiavi?
Kiavi. Kiavi pipes. Too small. Yeah, way too small.
Sometimes it works like that.
That was incredible. Every pig I've shot, I've had to hunt. It was like freaking, then go for an hour through the bushes and try and find it.
This is a fat sow.
That's a fat sow. That's dinner, huh?
Oh, bro,
That's
this
the
is
one.
good. Yeah.
I saw you shot all day. I didn't think you had it in you.
Thanks.
Guys, that was so freaking incredible. What a day. Sunrise to sunset. Started off spearfishing all day, took a quick nap, pretended to watch some football, came out here and Justin just drilled this pig. Didn't walk a foot, just dropped him right freaking there. He's like, "Can you see your pins?" I'm like, "No."
It's nice having fiber optic fins that gathers whatever light you can. It's that option sight. We ranged them at 50, and then I started to walk towards them. In the low light, their eyesight isn't very good, so you can, as long as you have the wind in your favor and you just try and stay low to the ground and just walk kind of straight towards them, their eyesight's pretty bad, and especially in the low light, they really can't see. And so we just walked towards them. I know there's a trail through the fence where they were going to go to, so I knew they had to come towards us, and that's exactly what they did. They came towards us. They were kind of confused on what I was at 35, and luckily got a shot off.
What do you think, Al? Is that dinner? Yes, it is. Not tonight, but tomorrow night.